The Browns have purposefully tamped down the hype and mania. And some of that, I think, was in an effort to humble the kid. Because the reality is, a lot of people have written Shedeur off. And in concert, people have written off Dillon Gabriel. And those are all fair things to do today, or 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago. But if the Browns have written off either quarterback from starting week one today, if they've written them off as opposed to distance themselves from the idea, then they've already failed what is a very basic assignment.
Breaking news. The narrative that previously supported Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett has changed, and Shedeur Sanders has now gained the respect of the Cleveland media. These two quarterbacks had the unwavering support of the media for months. However, the roles are now being reversed. Shedeur is gaining traction, with some even claiming that the team hierarchy's prior media backing of Gabriel and Pickett was a calculated attempt to steer the conversation. Shedeur's ascent is currently at the forefront of the discussion as the landscape shifts. Could you please clarify what specifically led to this significant change? Let's get started.
I think you're wrong. I think Shedeur is a better quarterback prospect than Dillon Gabriel. But in fairness, Quinn Ewers went in the 7th round, and I would have drafted him before I drafted Dillon Gabriel. There's less about Shedeur, and it's more about Dillon Gabriel. I don't think he's a starting NFL quarterback, and I understand the mantras or the ideas on how you handle quarterbacks in the middle round of the draft have changed.
Shedeur Sanders is now publicly recognized by the media as a great quarterback. Some even place him above Dillon Gabriel. This is a big change because Cleveland can't ignore Shedeur's increasing talent and influence any longer. There are rumors that the team's management may have attempted to minimize his reputation to manage expectations and reduce media attention, possibly selecting him in the 5th round. However, it doesn't stop there. The same media outlets that earlier supported the argument against Shedeur's draft stock are now turning around and asserting that his decline was caused by his last name rather than his performance or any interviews he did. They contend that Shedeur would have surely been drafted much higher if he had a different last name and was not burdened by his well-known father. Given how rapidly ideas are changing, this new viewpoint is causing some people to take notice. Now, the question is whether outside forces always impacted Shedeur's draft position or if it reflected his abilities.
To not leave the door open for any of these guys, especially a guy in Shedeur, who if his name was Mike Sanderson, he probably would have been a 2nd round pick. If he wasn't, and there's not putting it on Shedeur or Dion, putting it on all of it. The Shedeur camp and how they kind of handled the pre-draft process.
Once one of Shedeur Sanders' harshest critics, Mary Kay Catt has now fully changed her mind and given him great marks for his work. Catt recently disclosed that Shedeur has surpassed Dillon Gabriel in training camp to guarantee his spot among the first squad reps. She continued by highlighting Shedeur's exceptional development and skill throughout the road, emphasizing that he didn't just earn his seat but deserves it. This represents a significant shift in Shedeur's story, emphasizing his perseverance, hard work, and drive as the primary elements that contributed to his success.
Sanders takes 2nd-team reps before, but today, interestingly, at least during one move-the-ball period, it was really one of the first move-the-ball periods that we've seen, the Browns actually had Shedeur Sanders go ahead of Dillon Gabriel.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's earned it, and I think we've all seen that. He's done a really, really nice job with all of the things that the Browns have given him to do so far.
Cleveland is reeling from Mary Kay Catt's shocking revelation. The Cleveland Browns are keeping a careful eye on Shedeur Sanders' every move, and he is more than ready. Shedeur has advanced significantly after an outstanding performance in OTAs and minicamps. It's clearer every day that he's about to have a significant influence on the field. The Browns are closely observing his development, and enthusiasm for his potential is rising. Stay tuned as we explore the implications of this for Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns' future. Mary Kay Catt, however, didn't end there. She continued by saying that Shedeur Sanders will undoubtedly have a genuine chance of earning a spot in the starting lineup if he keeps improving at this rate and maintains his poise in front of the squad. With each repetition, he is demonstrating that he belongs at the top, and the momentum is undoubtedly in his favor. The Browns are keeping a tight eye on him, and this might mark a significant turning point for Shedeur and the group. Kat also didn't stop there. She went one step further and praised Shedeur's remarkable football intelligence. She stated that he will soon take the field and demonstrate his ability to play quickly and effectively inside the system. During every training session, his comprehension of the game is evident. Furthermore, it's clear from his ongoing growth that he is prepared for any obstacles that may arise. Despite the difficulties that lie ahead, Mary Kay Kat recognized one of Shedeur Sanders' most important strengths. She emphasized his remarkable comprehension of the pre-snap procedure, which is essential for any quarterback. He has a major competitive advantage due to his remarkable football intelligence, which is demonstrated by his ability to read the defense and make the necessary changes before the snap. Shedeur might hold the key to unlocking and advancing the Browns' offense if he can use that understanding to create smooth connections with his playmakers. The parts are coming together, and the potential is there.
That he would need to, the Jerry Judys, the David Njokus, Cedric Tillmans, and that he can handle everything that's going to be thrown at him. He's got a very well-rounded game already and a good grasp and understanding of the whole.
Mary Kay Kat, on the other hand, also commented on Dillon Gabriel, pointing out that he falls short of Shedeur Sanders in terms of comprehending difficult jargon and managing complex play calls. Gabriel undoubtedly has potential, but Shedeur's ability to pick up and perform complex plays fast makes him stand out. Mary Kay emphasized that Shedeur has a clear edge due to his strong foundation, especially when it comes to negotiating congested areas. With this skill set, he is better equipped to manage the high-pressure, fast-paced environment of an NFL offense and is better prepared for the challenges that lie ahead. Shedeur Sanders is now a genuine candidate for the starting quarterback position and is no longer only a backup rookie, according to Mary Kay Kat. Kat claims that Shedeur has been cleared by head coach Kevin Stefanski to start playing in first-team drills, which will start the following month. This represents a significant turning point in Shedeur's development and highlights his preparedness for elite competition. Shedeur will be the center of attention as the season draws near as he attempts to establish himself as the starting quarterback, and the competition for that position is only getting fiercer.
Defense, but it was a step up that he got to work in those 11-on-11s. It means he's progressing, he's coming along well, and Kevin Stefanski had told us that he would get some of these 11-on-11.
The story that the media has told about Shedeur Sanders has changed dramatically. Shedeur, who was formerly thought to be a long shot, is now seen as a rising talent and a serious candidate for an NFL starting position. Formerly doubtful or even disparaging of his potential, media figures are now urging his ascent in recognition of his remarkable skill set, football IQ, and resolve. It's evident that Shedeur has gained the respect he merits as the Cleveland Browns continue to diligently monitor his progress. The media is now more interested in promoting his ascent than undermining his chances, as evidenced by Mary Kay Kat's changing position and stories about his remarkable grasp of the game. Many people believe that Shedeur might soon be in charge of the Browns' offense because of his ability to assess defenses, manage intricate play calls, and remain composed under duress. The media's change in tone as the rivalry intensifies reflects a more comprehensive assessment of Shedeur's ability. He is currently the center of attention, and things appear to be going well. Shedeur Sanders' ascent is more than just a tale of overcoming skeptics. It demonstrates his development, work dedication, and unquestionable talent. What are your thoughts on this change in how the media portrays Shedeur Sanders? Do you concur with the increasing rumors that he might start for the Browns? What are your thoughts on the news that suggests his last name might have had an initial impact on his draft position? Do you think he's prepared to take charge and guide the group, or is it too soon to do so? Will Shedeur be able to establish himself as the starting quarterback as the competition intensifies, or will other considerations take precedence?